Hey guys. I'm my recording. I am recording. Sorry. Deep breath, deep breath. I'm only making this video because I think that it might be therapeutic for me, and maybe other people might relate and enjoy. This is not about politics, so. Oh my God. Okay. So we have this crazy neighbor. Where to begin? Where to begin? I've no. I can't explain it. I'm sorry. I can't. I want to tell you things. If I tell you things, you'll think those are crazy. You won't believe them. In short, I have a crazy neighbor, and we didn't have a fist fight. We had words. We were in each other's faces. I'm very, very, very. It's very, very difficult to move me to physical violence, but that was close. He came as close as you could. It would not, it would not have worked out well in his favor. So I really wanted to avoid it. Seriously, for his sake, as mad as I was, he does have a gun, and he is crazy. So there's a possibility he could have just shot me. And I asked him during it. I said, "What are you gonna do, dude? Seriously, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna fucking shoot me? Because that would be your only chance to resolve this with physical force." To which he did not shoot me. So that's good. But so um in short, this dude had an issue with me, uh, which he just randomly has issues with me. I mean, it's like over the. I think what the dude he just has like a bad day in the stock market, and he just fucking, like, I know I'm making no sense. That's what I mean. There's so much backstory. I'm trying to explain to you like why I was about to fucking punch this dude in the face, and I'm trying to tell, and I'm trying to get all the backstory, and it's like 2 years of backstory. When I moved into this neighborhood, which I love this neighborhood, I love 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 my neighborhood. It's right in the hood, but it's a bunch of good people, and they're all awesome. And you know what? If this guy wasn't crazy, like he just randomly, like one day, I think he's got, like, honestly, I think he's got bipolar disorder, and I try to be sensitive to that. But anyway, I really, I just don't want to be mean to people ever, even when somebody's being mean to me. But this guy had an issue with me, an issue he completely created, which he does every 3 or 4 months randomly. He just, like, the last time I saw him was he was banging on my door at 1 o'clock in the morning. And I don't mean like ring the doorbell and waited. I mean like hitting my door, like bam, 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 bam. Like I want to call it cop knocking, but cops don't knock like that. I mean, he just kept knocking like nonstop, like scared the hell out of everyone in our house. Um, to the point where I went to the door with a handgun to because it's 1 o'clock in the morning and somebody is just punching my door over and over again. This is a few months ago, and so I opened the door, and I thought he was in, my first thought is he's in danger. He's in danger. He's banging on my door. I open the door, and he's like, "Turn your music down." Okay, long story short, my music was too loud for him that night. Okay, I get it, but here's the difference, man. Here's the thing. Here's the thing about about our house. I'm in, our house is soundproof. I soundproofed our house. I'm good at it. I do that. I'm a musician. I know how to soundproof things. I built like soundproofing. You can turn the home theater music stuff up. It's super loud in this house. I know this is crazy. Like, who's seriously possibly interested in this and me talking about my freaking foam padding in my house? But I'm just, maybe you might have a bad neighbor. Maybe you might be able to commiserate. Maybe this might make you feel better. Maybe it just might be entertaining to watch Michael fucking melt down after he almost dragged this motherfucker over his fence. But anyway, might be an entertaining story, so I'm sharing it. People keep telling me, you should share more stuff. I'm trying to share. Anyway, so like 3 or 4 months ago, he came to my house at 1 o'clock in the morning, and bang, I was watching Captain America, and he banging on my door. I grab my gun, I go to the door, it's Tom. I'm like, dude, are you okay? What's up? And he starts getting in my face. Turn the music down. He's a really high strung dude, man. I'm like, that's why you came over here? That's why you're banging on my door? Dude, don't bang on my door at 1 o'clock in the morning, man. Just freaking send me an email. Send me a text or something. Don't do that, man. You freaked everybody in the house out. And he's like, turn it down! That's how he talks. He jumps and he points, and he's just a real high energy dude. I'm a real laid back dude. Until I'm around this dude. Anyway, so I told him that night, I said, dude, don't come back on my property again. Just we're not on those terms anymore. That's been revoked. And you know how many times that happened? You know how many times that happened? That happened like randomly 1,000 times. Like, anyway, like just over the last 2 years, he's done that probably 6 times. Seriously, he's come banging on my door screaming in the middle of the night. Seriously, you know what? Here's the thing, man. After he did that, every time I'd turn the music back up to the same level, I'd go outside, I'd walk around. I couldn't hear it. I couldn't hear it. I've talked to every one of my neighbors. Every one of my neighbors said, "Hey man, I'm really sorry if my music was up too loud at any point. Here's my phone number. Could you, if it ever is, could you please text me and let me know?" Every one of them said the same thing. I've never heard it. I've never heard your music. The dude is crazy. The dude is crazy. Okay, he didn't hear it either. He just probably walked close to the house and heard it and gave him a reason to come up. But anyway, he was warned 3 months ago not to that there was this boundary. Well, anyway, he had an issue with me yesterday. I'm not even going to go into the details of the issue because there's too much backstory required, and it would just bore the hell out of you. But an issue with me, and he sent me an email, and the email had literally had 15 exclamation points on it. Okay, like just rule of life: if you don't know that you don't send emails that have 15 exclamation points, you don't. But he didn't just send it to me; he sent it to Carrie. That's fine. She's an adult. But he also sent it to both of my kids, including my 14-year-old daughter, who is scared to death of this man. With good reason, because he's come up on our fucking property like a million times, banging on the freaking door in the middle of the night. And she's scared of him. She's scared of him. She's talked to her freaking therapist about this crazy dude. And so today he sent me an email. I sent him an email back. I said, dude, I think we're going to have to. Here's what I said. I said, dude, I think you and I are going to have to duel or something because I can't deal with this. I can't deal with you coming up on my property randomly. I can't deal with you sending emails. You do not email my kid. You do not email my kid. That's what I'm serious about. I'm like, maybe you might watch this and be like, think I'm crazy or something. Look, I know I talk a lot about politics and stuff. You have an issue with me, you can talk to me. You can say anything to me. You can tell me what a piece of shit I am. You can tell me how stupid I am. You can say whatever you want to me. Absolutely. I can take it. You probably even have a good point. I am a very flawed individual, but do not ever, 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 ever fucking talk to my kid. If you're a fucking adult and you don't know my kid, you're not a relative or whatever. I think that's reasonable. I think that's reasonable. This dude is a fucking weirdo. I don't know about him. Don't talk to my kid. My kid's scared of you. Don't talk to my kid. So he was out right on the edge of his property. He had just sent these emails. I walked out there. I said, "Hey, dude, please don't come on my property." And he said, he calls me Donald Trump, man. Seriously? Okay. he said something, fuck you, or something, Donald Trump. And I said, dude, I can't seem to get this across to you, no matter how many times I say it to you. So do you have like a little kid I could fucking email? Should I talk to your kids about my problems with you? Is that how you want to do it? And he said, don't try to pervert it. And I was just like, dude, I'm not trying to pervert anything. I'm just simply saying, don't talk to my kid. My kid doesn't like you. My kid's afraid of you. Don't talk to my kid. Don't freaking email my kid about your messages with me, your issues with me. And he ran his mouth a little bit about this and that. And he said, you said you were going to duel me. I said, dude, I will duel you if that's what it takes. I said, if that's what it takes to, because I don't want to go to jail and I don't want to get shot. I said, but seriously, dude, what does it take to get you to leave my kid alone, to get you to stay off my property? And he said, if your music's loud, I'm coming on your property. I said, dude, if you come on my property again, things will be bad. Do not. I just need you to say it. Call the police on me, dude. Call the police on me and tell them that my music's too loud and have them knock on my door. Because if you knock on my door after this, things are going to be bad. And I don't want it to get bad. He said, I will. And he said a bunch of other stuff. Just mean, negative stuff, whatever. And I held back some things. I know some things about the dude. That I wouldn't say to him, that I could really hurt him with. Probably. I didn't say those things, so I feel good about that. But, things got escalated. And so what's funny is the back corner of my property, it's like so funny. It's like, I don't know. I keep wanting to think white people. This seems like a very white person thing to me, that we were standing on either side of it. We were literally standing on the corner of our properties, like freaking, like yelling and talking about dueling and ridiculous. I thought he was going to punch me. I did. And I gotta say, I wanted him to try to punch me. I did, because I don't think that would be smart on his part, and I had a lot of anger. And at the same time, I was just like, this poor guy. I was feeling like kind of sad for him at the same time, because if and he is in my face, like literally, like just like could smell his breath, and like his breath actually smelled kind of minty today. To be honest with you, I've smelled his breath before when he's come to my property, and it not very good usually, but pretty good. I wanted to compliment him on that. It just didn't seem like the appropriate time, and so he got in my face, and I was on the corner of my property, which we have a fence on there, and he was like leaning over the fence, so technically on my property, and running his mouth. I was listening, and I thought he was going to escalate himself to throw a punch, in which case I was going to move to the left and grab him and drag him onto my property. Yell for Carrie to call the police. Well, I punched him like once, maybe. I'm not going to beat the dude up, but I felt like it. But I already knew what I was going to do. He did try to do that. Silly, silly people. Silly stuff. I didn't even get my way. I didn't get what I wanted. The one thing I wanted was to say I never have to deal with this dude again. Just don't. I thought maybe, if everything I've tried wouldn't work, that maybe just saying, dude, seriously, this line, don't cross it. Don't email my kid. He said he was going to email my kid again if he felt like it was necessary. What kind of weird shit does he feel like makes it necessary? So anyway, I didn't even win. I said, dude, don't come on my property again. He's like, I will when it's necessary. So I didn't even win. So like literally, I would have to resort to something I can't even think of. Like what? Violence? Restraining order? I don't fucking know. In Indiana, you can't get a restraining order if you're not sleeping with him. I'll sleep with him. I'll go sleep with him right now. I'll say, I'm sorry, dude. I'm really sorry I hurt your feelings. I'll pour him a glass of wine. I'll cuddle him just so I can get the restraining order. And I'm like, whatever. Like, he's like some fucking crazy 55-year-old dude. I have no desire to sleep with him. But I'll get Carrie to sign off on it. Carrie will be like, yeah, you know what? Open up the relationship for one night so you can sleep with this dude so we can get a restraining order. Obviously, trying to be funny. Hope you enjoyed my rant. I said I had the craziest week in the world. Now it's turned into the craziest 10 days. And I'm sure it's me. It's got to be me, right? If all that craziness is happening, I'm the center of it. I'm doing something. I'm putting it out there. I'm sorry if I'm doing anything. I'm trying. But hopefully you're trying too. And maybe you realize we're all trying and we all have funny stories to tell. Hey, I love you. Mwah.